messages. This is your collective reading. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your placements where you are likely to find a message in there. So this is your August reading. Let's get straight into this. Happy birthday. If you are, well, obviously it is your birthday at the end of July and through August. So yeah, hope you have a lovely one. Spirit, can we get one more card, please, for what's going on in August for Leo? Thank you. Okie dokie. So on the bottom of the deck, then we've got a Three of Autumn. So follow your passion when it comes to your career, be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. So it feels very much like throughout the month of August, you are going to be doing a lot of work, possibly working within a team, very much working on things that you are quite skilled at. Usually with the Three of Autumn, it does involve other people, so that's why I'm feeling like it's a team. Now, it could be any number of things that you're working on, doesn't have to be something that you're going to get paid for. It can literally be just you working together with someone. It could even be you working hard on something within yourself to try and put yourself together, making sure that your heart and your head are aligned as well. With it being the three, though, it does usually signify somebody else. So it could even be that you might be going to someone like a counsellor, some sort of professional, if it is something where you're working with someone with regards to yourself. The reason why I'm saying that is because some of the cards out here, we've got a 7 and some of them we've got a 5 of winter. So there are a few things that it does look like you might be working through, going through them, but we will get into that. So right at the start of the month, we have the Prince of Autumn. So a cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Now the Prince of Autumn is the same as the Knight of Pentacles. Very much slow moving. So this could be somebody coming towards you with a gift or a message, and it is very slow moving. It is the slowest card in the deck. They are practically at a standstill, but they are very determined, they are very dedicated, and they will get where they need to go. Now, that could just be you. It could be that you've made a plan and you know exactly where it is that you want to go. And it could be you going to give a gift to somebody potentially, or you making sure that you are on that way to that destination. Now, say that you're going slow. We do have a Three of Wands here, so somebody has lost some patience. It could be you. Maybe you're feeling a lack of patience. You're fed up of waiting for things to happen. To me, it looks like you're fed up of waiting for things to happen and you are moving forward or you're doing the move. So if you were waiting for something to come to you here, and I feel like this is very much the energy. You're fed up of waiting. You're now going to make those moves to move yourself. Now, it could be very slow. We do have slow cards here. I do have the death card, so you not waiting around anymore. It is very much transformational. It's closing out this particular cycle of waiting around, being patient, and it's letting you open up something new and restart something. We do have a 7 of Swords here. Sorry, not 7, 6. So you are very much moving away from conflict and you're doing it at a nice steady pace as well. There's not really any turbulence. You're making sure that you're going with peace and harmony into whatever it is that you're moving through. Now, usually with that 6 of Swords, it's moving away from some sort of betrayal, but it can also be self-betrayals. Maybe it's things that you're thinking of yourself. Now, that could very well be why you are fed up of waiting. Maybe you've been telling yourself somebody's going to come forward or something's going to happen, something's going to pay off with work, and it's very much that you kept yourself in that stuck cycle, and you could very well be self-sabotaging. Maybe you're thinking, that person hasn't come forward because they don't want me. I'm not good enough. Maybe you're thinking, I'm not good enough to do that at work. They don't see my worth. They're not, it could very well be a lot of different stuff, negative thought patterns, and you're very much moving from them. Now, I can see here that whatever it is that you want to move towards, you want to put a lot of energy into it. You've potentially already started putting your plans into action, which I feel like you have with that Prince of Autumn. So you're starting to plant those seeds already, making your way along. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is talking about being patient because things are going to pay off. And it is very much that you want to move away from, you're moving away from waiting. You, you want to move forward. You're fed up of waiting for somebody to come towards you, but you're now very much, you want to do it on your own. So you want to put in the effort and you want it to pay off very much. Instead of waiting for someone to or someone or something to come to you, it's very much you chasing it and then you waiting for basically for things to catch up with you after you've put your energy out there into the universe. Now, your challenge, I've got this Seven of Summer. So no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So this suggests to me that you've got a few options in front of you. Um, and it feels like having so many options could keep you feeling stuck. Now, maybe that's what it is that you are trying to move out of, because it could very well be that you're waiting for one of those options to come to you instead of you going towards that option. And it feels like you trying to decide what way is better for you, or you'll take whichever option comes to you first, kind of. Um, it feels like it's got you stuck in a cycle where you're not actually moving. And instead of making that decision and going after what it is that you want, you've just kind of been sitting waiting for something to materialize and get to you. Let's get clarity on this. So we've got a sun here in the reverse. So it does feel like you don't feel very happy at the moment, or that's going to be the challenge. You're not feeling happy. You know that eventually you will be happy. And I feel like it's very much that you're expecting someone or something to come along and make you happy, instead of you choosing something that's going to make you happy and going for it. We do have some movement going on. Now, this could be communication. It could be fast communication coming in, some sort of message for you. It could simply just be that you're going to be, the challenges that you need to move at a fast pace. Try and, get what you want and go for it. I do have a Four of Pentacles here. So holding on to something as well is causing you an issue. So it may very well be that you're just holding it really hard onto, some sort of, maybe it's a job that you need to move away from because it doesn't make you happy and you just haven't decided what you want to move to. It could very well be that you're holding on to, I don't know, something from an ex, and you might not realize, but it's keeping you stuck and you need to get rid of it, kind of thing, throw it away so you can move forward. It could be a number of things. It does feel like whatever it is that you're holding on to is preventing you from moving forward, and that is part of what this challenge is. So I feel like it's more about you holding on to the notion of it needs to come to you instead of you going to it. Now, I do know that the law of attraction is all about, you know, not chasing things and letting things come to you, putting out your thoughts and your feelings and, manifesting it and coming through. But you still need to take certain steps in order to do that. And it's very much, I get that the whole, if you chase something, it's like a magnet of the opposite and it just kind of moves away. This doesn't feel like it's so much chasing. It's more you putting some energy out there, you know, planting those seeds, doing that manifestation, and then waiting for it to come in. This here feels like you just obsessing over something, either chase. It feels to me like, so where I'm saying that you're waiting for something to come to you, it's more like in your head you're chasing it to come to you. So because you're constantly thinking about it coming to you, it's not been materializing. Whereas you need to kind of let go of that notion that it has to come to you and either go towards it or just release it and go towards something else. And then it might come to you, you know, very much not what you expect. You know, obviously put your manifestation in, but don't obsess over it. Right. And then in your outcome, and you get through this a mass of choices, we do have five of winter. So walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. Now, to me, this is all about you realizing that holding on to something or waiting for it to come to you, you know, wasn't necessarily what you wanted. It's more walking away from that kind of thought process and moving forward. And it can very well be that you're moving away from something that has been a bit, a bit of a betrayal, somebody that's been dishonest or something that's been dishonest. You can get dishonest, you know, things at work. Maybe you've had what we call a carrot dangled in your face. You do certain things and you'll get promoted. It could even be that you've been lying to yourself about something, potentially about what it is that you want. Let's get clarity on this five of winter. There's a lot of conflict here. I feel like it's very much self conflict, to be fair. And I feel like that's probably why you might be dealing with things and working through things, possibly with someone else, because there's a lot here about it feels very much like changing your mind, changing a mindset on something. Now, along with this five winter, we've got this seven of wands. So it's very much you're fed up of trying to stand up for yourself. You're fed up if you've been in some sort of conflict recently. Um, you know, you're rising above it. You're not bothering with it anymore. It's very much you thinking, actually, the conflict isn't worth my time. It's not worth my effort. I just want the peace. Now, this could also symbolize you feeling self-conscious and not good enough as well. So potentially what it is that you were waiting for, or somebody might, whatever it is that you're walking away from, it could leave you feeling a little bit deflated. I do have a five of wands, so it does very much feel like there was some conflict here. Now, it could be, like I say, it could have been inner conflict, but it is a lot of conflict going on. Um, and we do have a fall, and it's keeping you hesitating on moving forward. It might even make you feel like a bit of a fool for waiting and standing still, or for whatever it is that you've been trying to make happen. Um, or well, not make happen, but wait for it to come to you. It does feel very much like you're you're trying to get away from whatever has happened. I feel like you might have self-sabotaged yourself very much. I feel not very much, but it feels like you you've self-sabotaged, and I feel like you're trying to break free from that self-sabotage cycle, but it's keeping you hesitating and you don't feel confident about it. You are going to be moving forward, but it does feel a little bit like you just don't know what necessarily to do next. Spirit, can we get some advice for Leo, please? What's the best thing that Leo can do? Slow down, take some time. We have this Knight of Wands here that is lacking some energy. Um, I mean, it could suggest as well that you might need to show off a little bit. Maybe show your talents, show yourself off, put yourself forward instead of waiting for something to come to you. Show what you're worth, show yourself off, Um, and do have the devil here as well. So try and avoid feeling trapped and bound, but go after something that makes you passionate. Whatever it is that your passion is whatever it is that you're trying to have, or that you want to come to you. It's very much, you know, go after it, and remember to be playful as well. Make sure that whatever it is that you're going after is, that you're happy with it, that it's playful, that you've got that fun, because sometimes things can get a bit stagnant, especially if you're lacking a bit of energy, because of everything that's going on. And then I've got the Queen of Swords here as well. So very much make sure that whatever it is you're doing, you're being honest with whoever it is that you might be walking away from, or whatever it is you might be walking away from, whether it is, work, home, family, partner, don't know. I don't feel like it's a great relationship, I'll be honest. I feel like this is something to do with work. But yeah, very much being honest, letting them know why it is that you're moving away from it. Um, and being honest with yourself to let yourself know what it is that you want and why you're doing something, making sure that you're putting it out there to the universe as well as to what it is that you want, but also protecting your space, protecting your peace, making sure that you know you're cutting out the crap, you're cutting out all the rubbish, whether that is self-inflicted rubbish or whether that is other people's rubbish. Very much making sure that you got the honesty going with yourself and you're not listening to any lies, you know. Right, let's get you an oracle card. See what other messages Spirit's got for you. Focus mind and soul. So very much clear out the clutter. Do some meditating, take some time to yourself, and just empty it all out. Don't think about things. Just clean it all out. Clean it all out. That's if you can clean out your mind. And I know some people will sit there and say that their mind is, that cluttered that it's never going to be clean. It's a lot of cards, Spirit. So the first one that came out, Stargazer, dreams, aspirations, and looking beyond. So think about what you're aspiring to. What are your dreams? They're giving you something that you can work towards. They're letting you know what it is that you want. You've got the Crystal Cave, inner exploration and hidden treasures. So there's definitely some gems deep inside you that you haven't found yet. The Serpent's Coil, healing, rebirth, and protection. So you are healing from something, you are being reborn. That is very much what that death card is all about. And you're protected by spirit while you're doing it. We've got the summer solstice as well, celebration, abundance, and vitality. We've got the thunderbolt, sudden change, power, and energy. And it does feel like this over here, it could be a sudden change. Changing your mindset within a month is pretty quick, let's face it. We've got the eternal knot, interconnectedness, fate, and destiny. So this is something that is supposed to be happening. And then we've got the guardian angel, protection, guidance, and support. So just fully reiterating that you have got that guidance and that support there as well. And you've got that protection from spirit. Right, let's get you a spirit animal oracle card. What spirit animal should Leo look to or emulate? Dragonfly, that's come out for loads of people this month. Right, so we've got frog for prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Beautiful. And then we've got dragonfly magic. I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. So both cards about letting go of the past transforming and having a brilliant, abundant future. Right, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Leo. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. If you want to hear more from me and you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to press that subscription button. If you press that notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. For those of you that have subscribed already, thank you very much for your subscription. It is greatly appreciated. It helps the channel grow and it helps pass those messages on. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching today and good luck.